What do you do for a living?
Well, I do work at a grocery store full time, but then on the side, I do escorting to support myself.
Do you work alone with a collective group, or do you have someone who looks over what you do, like a pimp?
I work, I'm my own boss. I have an ad on a website, and I kind of control like what I do and who I see and whatnot. There's no one really like telling me what to do.
How do you get in contact with people who ask you for your services?
On my website, well, on the website that I have on my ad, it has a phone number that's not my own phone number that I use, and they normally text me about what they want or when and whatnot, things like that.
Why did you get into this business?
Well, I got cut off from my parents, and I still wanted to go to school because I don't want to kind of stay where I'm at in life. So I kind of had to, I just started doing it so that I would be able to still stay in school and still kind of have a safety net under me since I lost my parents as a safety net.
What does your night typically consist of, and how much money do you typically make?
Um, my night usually consists of just kind of like texting multiple people about like when they want to, but I don't have like multiple times a day. I don't do it. If I really put my mind to it, I could have two clients a night if I wanted to, and that'd be about $300. But usually I do like one every like 2 or 3 days, so that I can still have like a life of my own and it doesn't consume me as much.
Is your job a cash-based system or wire transfers?
Both. I've had both of them done. Um, there was one that kind of wanted more of a like a role playing one. But since he lived in DC, I couldn't be down there to do it, so he would wire transfer it to me. But the ones that I need in person is usually just cash.
As an econ major, what is your take on the under the table money exchange contributing to the economy? And do you think it has a positive or negative impact on it?
It still has it has a positive impact on it because what I do, my transaction that I personally have is under the table, but then I will then spend that money on over the table stuff like school or books or clothes or food, which does get accounted for. So it's mostly like one step of it is under the table, but like after that, it's still used for things that people normally buy that are accounted for in GDP and whatnot.
Where are you typically located, and does that ever change?
I mean, I'm based out of Baltimore. If someone wants me to go down to DC, I don't say no to it. I just up the price since I have to do more of the traveling. I never have it in my own house because I still live at home, so there's no point in me having someone come over that's unseemly and having that in my life, in a sense.
Do you think your work is safe or is it dangerous at times?
Oh God, it's dangerous. I if I have to be more cautious. I have to do things that wear condoms and whatnot. And a lot of the people that I do meet, they're not the best characters. They may be of reputable stature and whatnot, um, but they still do hardcore drugs in front of me. They still, you know, I'm still having sex, which is and homosexual sex at that, which is the most dangerous kind in a sense. So I do believe I'm putting a lot of trust in in people, just like they're putting the trust in me to make sure that neither of us are dangerous.
What stigmas are attached to being a gay male sex worker?
That that they're drug users mostly. That they're just sugar babies trying to not work or get ahead in anything. But a lot are people who are just trying to get by mostly and trying to support themselves because they want to because their dreams or their goals in life are bigger than what they can do right now. So I feel like that's the stigma that is part of it, mostly.
Do these stigmas affect your life in any way?
No, because most people in my life don't know about it. It's mostly just how it affects me. Um, like the stigma of just feeling dirty and whatnot still affects me, but it's mostly just like on myself, and I kind of hold it in, and I still act like my normal self around other people. So it doesn't really affect externally my life, it's just more internal.
Is this a temporary job, and do you have any additional future plans?
Oh, this is temporary. I just wanted to do it so that I made sure that financially I was secure and that financially I was more independent and that I wasn't relying on anybody for to help me out. My goal is to move out of where I'm at and go actually have a job that I don't hate at the end of the night.
Do you have anything else you want to say? The economy, your job, anything?
That it's a lot easier to do things that just for quick cash all the time, and that it's kind of easy to kind of fall into the pit that is the world I'm a part of. But those are to fall in are the people that don't really have a goal or aspiration or a self-worth themselves. But if someone actually kind of cares about themselves, then they don't have to be so far into their life in a sense.